Hello,
Right.
YouTube.
Hello, YouTube friends. Well,
Hope
but
everybody's doing well.
yeah, this has been what is this the week in May?
Second week.
Second week in May, and by the time you see this, we will already be back home. Um, we would love to have been able to post videos while we're down here, but
It's cold.
it's not just cold. There is no cell service.
No cell service. It's cold, but we have,
Had a good time.
and since we come down here Saturday, we ran the air conditioning 3 days
Yep,
and the heat the rest of the time.
and the heat's running right now.
And the heat's running right now, about 55 degrees.
Yeah, and as you can see behind us, we'll tell you about where we are. That's our boat. Why don't you tell them about the camper and truck, and then I'll show it to them after because we are on a site at Rudd's Creek Campground.
Virginia.
Yep, in Virginia. We are right on just about the Carolina border. This is a reservoir. It was built between 1947 and 52. You've been coming down here for
53 years.
yeah, with his family.
We had, when I had the kids first, we was Airstream Class C's, multiple Class C motorhome, Class A motorhome. Now we're in a Lance 851. We love it. One slide, it's just right for us. Fits on the truck. Wonderful. 3,600 pound camper on a truck with a payload of 7,600 pounds.
And I would love to give you a tour of the camper. But we've been living in it for a week and it's a mess. We will hopefully be coming to the Firewood Frenzy.
We're going to try now. That's almost 1,000 miles for us. And my mother's 92 and your mother's
Will be 85 in July.
85. So pending no
No
health
sudden
issues
problems.
with them, and both of them are fine.
But with old people like that, you can never tell. I mean, one day you're good, and the next day you got a broken hip. So
yeah, you just don't know.
Right.
My mother is extremely good shape for 92, but she is having some kidney issues.
yeah. So anyway, we hope we're coming. We would love to be able to meet so many of you who will be there in person. We are looking forward to meeting, of course, Shifty. I don't like to call you
Shifty and
I like to
Shab.
call Dan.
And this is a call out to everybody else.
Anybody's
Maybe with the
coming.
exception of Daniel.
Daniel's
I
farther
think
away
he
than
told
we
me
are.
he's 2,000 some miles away. Wow. But
Daniel,
maybe
you've been busting up some big
maybe
rams.
Daniel could do a live stream and everybody could give him some
Watch him,
super chats to pay for it. But
watch him bust up those rounds.
it'd be nice to see faces and meet people that we've seen on YouTube. And we're just a couple of retired people that it's a hobby for us. I know that's funny for you all, but we was a full-scale farm.
It's our side hustle.
Yeah, we was to help you all understand, we was a full-scale farm with hogs, chickens, turkeys, goats, cattle, a cow-calf operation with our own bulls, and the market just collapsed. And so what I did was simply flip farm equipment, big new tractors for Bobcat, big new manure spreaders for Halverson, and just flipped things and turned it into a wood processing farm. And hence that's why the equipment you see we use. We're just common farmers, and we like to stay busy.
Yeah, so we've had some issues staying busy down here. Because it has been rather chilly, we haven't been out on the boat much. We've decided after COVID we may need a larger boat, a wider beam boat. We knew that actually before COVID ever happened.
For all of you all that are nice and young,
Yeah.
40s, 50s, when a boat does this, when you're in your 60s, it makes you about shit your pants. And you drab and you jump and you do what you can to try to get balance.
But anyway, we're towing the boat with the Ram 3500 with the camper on it. I also drove down in my Camry because, you know, at, what is it? We had 41.8 miles per gallon. And what in the world is going on with this gas thing? This gas crisis. We come down here and all of a sudden we hear there's a big gas crisis. We are very fortunate to be in an area that should be being hit by it. But as of right now, it's not, because it's a hub for petroleum.
And we're seeing them go out of gas and then come back into gas.
And you know, that's not that unusual when you have a campground and have a lot of people coming in and out of an area for gas. Boat gas, jet ski gas, vehicle gas. So that didn't alarm us when we saw it, Friday when we came in.
Right. But let's go back to this truck a minute.
All right.
This new truck, this Hemi 6.4 matches very well with torque and way more horsepower than the old 7.3 diesel Ford. This thing is unbelievable torque for a gas engine. 410 or 429 foot-pounds of torque, 410 horsepower with an 8-speed transmission with a 410 rear end. And this thing just plays. I did.
Okay.
I did a dumb thing, following my GPS when it was losing service and then coming back in and losing service. So it kept missing the roads and then taking me through 2-mile roads through the mountains of Virginia.
And
we may not have mountains like Daniel Adkins, but
we don't.
got mountains.
We got huge hills.
And they turn back and they switch back, and I'm pulling the boat with that camper on that truck, and it simply ate them mountain roads up with no problem and got 11 miles per gallon doing it. So.
But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk
about.
Well,
for anybody that was like me, that's always been for the Cummins or the Power Stroke, you don't need that power with these Hemis out there. I mean, these Hemis, they're not perfect, but any question of torque, you just don't have a lot of reviews on them on the 3500 standard cab, and so I'm giving one here. This thing's a beast. It's beautiful. And I looked at GMC, Chevrolet, Silverado, Ford Power Stroke. It gives up nothing on interior, on ride. Just an absolutely fantastic truck. And we got 1,000 miles on it, so we'll see in a while. But
So if you ever get an opportunity to come this way, and it's in Southern Virginia, it's on the Carolina-Virginia border. It's John Kerr. We call it Kerr, K-E-R-R.
They call it Carr.
But they call it Carr, and being that it's named after someone from North Carolina, a congressman from North Carolina, they probably say it right, and we don't. But anyway, it is a man-made reservoir. It's huge. It borders, like I said, the Carolinas and Virginia. It's flood control for the Dan River and the Roanoke River. It would come through this area, and it would flood so often, and federal assistance had to be given so often, that they basically impounded the land and developed this. It's 50,000 acres. There's that spider that was on you. It's gone now. 50,000 acres. In some other videos, we will be showing you the dam itself. It's a hydroelectric dam. It provides power for the Lake Gaston, North Carolina area.
And we timed that excellently yesterday. As we pulled in, the horn started blowing, and they opened more gates for generating than probably I've ever seen in one time. And you watch the water rise, you watch the birds, especially the ducks and the osprey and the I guess seagulls and a couple eagles diving and getting their fish.
It's 800 miles of shoreline, It is owned by the Army Engineers Corps,
Right.
and it's the largest reservoir in southeastern United States.
We used to camp in North Bend Park,
Well, and you know that we
And-
call that Bugs Island.
and we had at that time we had a Ranger 393 with a 200 horsepower motor. It was 36 miles on the river to get to Clarksville, and about 21 miles to get to the North Carolina side. You're talking miles. It's a big reservoir.
Well, we called it Bugs Island, and that's named after Samuel Buggs. He was an early settler in this area, and that area is named Bugs Island, and it's North Bend. And we don't go to North Bend as much anymore. That's on the main body of water.
Well, we have too small of a boat.
Yeah, it is. We have too small of a boat. It's also gotten very, I hate to say touristy, because I guess that's what we are. And
No,
the lake
no,
is 100 feet deep, a little
Yeah,
over 100 feet
now,
deep in some
you're on
places.
the main body, so you get 3-foot waves.
Yeah.
You get water that's unsafe in a small boat.
Yeah, that's right.
We had an experience once with the Ranger where the water pump went out, and we was on the rocks.
And it was getting dark.
It was dark.
It was dark. Okay, it was dark. I was scared. I'll be honest with you. I was scared.
Alarms going off, and heavy waves that we couldn't overcome with the trolling motor. The boat was bobbing.
Yep. Yeah. We could have called for help if we'd had cell service.
We're just kind of that stubborn. We take care of ourselves.
That'd be you. I was begging to call for help. So that's him. Very independent. Take care of it himself. But anyway, this is, it has, some people call them rockfish. They're stripers. We have stripers. We tend to fish a lot for catfish. Most of our videos you'll see us catching catfish because that's what we fish for. We like catfish. When the kids were, and we have 6 kids between us, and when the kids were little and they would all come camping with us, we catch catfish, and the boys were excellent. They had been taught by a family friend, uncle.
Yeah, this is something that
This has been going on for a long
I
time.
didn't teach them. My uncle, Alan Job, a Navy veteran, he taught them boys how the proper way to clean fish, the proper way to
Skin
fillet
'em.
fish, the proper way to skin them,
And we'd take back a lot of fish, and we'd have fish fries maybe once a month for 2 or 3 months. And
didn't
then,
give away fish.
yeah, well, your mom loved them. And then the kids, as they got older, some of them still camp, some of them have campers, some tent camp. They still love to come down here and fish. And then, Will comes down here, tent camps.
All 3 of the boys
Yeah.
they're busy, but they love to get out, and they're glad to see that they've kept on with it.
But this is a really nice place.
Quiet, peaceful.
Yeah. We had a problem today. Our camper was a little farther back in the spot, and we didn't take the camper off the truck this time. We're just coming down for a short time, and we just left it on, and squirrels were jumping from the trees onto the top of the camper.
We've got an awning over
Yeah.
the back door, and they was jumping from the tree onto the awning and then running around on the roof. I guess chasing each other, but I don't believe there's any harm done.
No, I don't know that our solar panels, they
Not-
seem to be
not
working
the
okay.
smartest squirrels though. I moved forward 12 feet probably, and they still tried to jump on the awning and missed and hit the ground a few times before they wised up. But people feed these squirrels, so
Yeah.
they're almost tame. They're real brave. Used to sit here with my dad. He died in 1992. After his first couple heart attacks, all he did was just sit in the mornings very early, and we'd sit and drink coffee. And
I'm having decaf.
he would feed the squirrels. And he got quite the little pack of them that would come up every morning, and he'd feed them peanuts. But it's funny, I can sit out here with a hat on and they won't come near me. I take my hat off and they see an old man that'll feed them, and boy, they're all over me. So they're used to the older people feeding them.
So we'll try to include in the video, maybe not this video, maybe the next one, some pictures of what we did down here. There won't be a lot of fish catching because we haven't caught a lot of fish.
I've only caught 2.
I think I've only caught 1. I did have something take my line. It may have been a gar or a pike. And
Broke her line.
They took off with it, and I thought, I got a great fish, and I was letting them run, and it snapped. I lost my whole setup. So anyway, thrill of the chase. I lost that time. But I hope we'll get to see you all in June. I'm not sure we've plotted any kind of route yet, have we? I'd love to be able to see other people on the way. I don't know if there'll be any other people on the way.
We have a daughter and her husband and kids in Kansas City.
But we're not going down that way. We're going up the north across Ohio and Michigan and we're going. We are in the top of, just about the top of Virginia. We are 70 miles west of that famous swamp, Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
So we're about 70 miles west of that.
From the swamp.
Of the swamp.
We have our own swamp here in Virginia.
Yeah. And so we'll be coming, northwest.
We're probably not 35 miles in West Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
So we're very...
Yeah, we'll be coming through probably at least, I don't know, maybe...
We're very close to West Virginia. We're very close to Maryland.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to try to plot our route, and hopefully I don't know if we'll get to see any other YouTubers on the way. I don't know if there's anybody on the way, but we are self-contained. We even have a generator, so if you're on our way and we can stop and visit, we would certainly enjoy that. You know who I wish we could get to see, but I don't know that they're Adventure Roads. Where is Adventure Roads?
I don't know. He'll watch this video and tell us.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like us. They not as old, but they and what a songbird wife he has. Anybody that has not watched Adventure Roads, watch them. God-fearing people, good people, and she's got a voice. She's got an angelic voice.
You know who else I'd like to see? Larry Cluck.
Yeah, Larry Cluck.
I'd like to see everybody. I'd like to see,
outside Michigan.
Oh yeah.
Joe's Premium Firewood.
Yeah. The Midwest.
Shifty Dan.
Yeah.
But we'll see him.
Ohio Wood Burner.
Was he?
But
give Chris some more advice for tractors.
Oh, stop. Leave Chris and them alone with that
equipment.
He
won't go wrong. He's researching
the
proper way and to what fits him, and he's looking at it logically, and then he won't go wrong if he picks Mahindra. He won't go wrong if he picks Coyote, Kubota, John Deere, New Holland. Whatever he picks, they're all good. You got to do maintenance. You have to take care of them. But he's exactly right. Don't buy too small. We did nothing on the farm, but we went from a Ford 3000 to a Ford 1910. We went backwards, went smaller, tore the clutch out of it in no time, traded for a new Kubota 3710, ran that thing for years, and it was a fantastic tractor. Traded it for an L5740 with a cab. Ran that one, but it was a little small for what we was doing. Traded it for a M7040. Fantastic tractor. Handle bales of hay on the back. Got a little heavier into cattle, feedlot, pulling a bigger manure spreader, pulling the PZO, and we went to a Kubota M5 091. Our first experience with DEF fluid. And what we found with DEF fluid was every 3 months, I don't care how much you used it, replace it.
Completely, don't
And
top it
replace
off.
the filter in a DEF tank,
Yep.
or you'll get crystallization on the header. Now, Kubota's got a recall on them and fixing all this. We got rid of it.
Yeah.
Now, the Bobcat that I traded that in for is tier 4 with a particular filter. And its critical mass on it is 40 micron fuel filtering. It gets a special tank and a special filter before its own filter on the unit. And Bobcat has done their work. That machine appears to be flawless. It's ran now over 300 hours, and I work it. It's not just sitting there working a Halverson. It has cleared land. It is cleared.
Yeah.
It has got a stump bucket for it. It's taken out. We have a stump graveyard.
Yeah, and the thing is that it's a one-person vehicle, so that's why you don't see a lot of videos, because, you know.
You see it using for firewood.
Yeah, that's because
but
I'm involved in that, so
that little beast has cleared land for us. When you look up through the feedlot and you see the house,
That was not
you
there.
did never see that house before that Bobcat. That Bobcat cleared that land.
Well, and the feedlot, those tractors cleared, and then the next lot over, the Bobcat cleared.
Yeah, but there's no comparison. There's no comparison. The Bobcat will grab 5,000 pounds and carry it around like it is nothing. It's a stump bucket. Dig beside, dig under, pick up, and carry a 4,200 pound stump in dirt. And it just.
Well, I'm going to show them the Lance real quick from the outside.
All right.
And I am not showing them inside because it's a mess, and I'm not. I do wood, but I don't do cleaning, so. Here's the camper on the truck. Up here in the top over the cab is a queen-size bed with, you know, closet and TV, and this slide out is a dining area with a, you know, a bed that, you know, folds down if you needed it. We haven't. On the other side is a double sink, a stove, 3-burner gas stove, gas oven, and a convection oven. And then in the rear is a full wet bath. And I don't know if I left anything. It's got, I don't know, cabinets and all that stuff too. I don't know if I've left anything.
Big refrigerator.
Yeah, oh yeah, refrigerator and freezer. And it's sitting on the Dodge. And like I said, we didn't take it off this time. Most of the times we do, but you know, we've been running around in the Camry, which is a good thing now with this gas shortage. So we just left it on the Dodge. So anyway,
Go ahead and walk around it.
no, I'm not going to do all that. There's the lake. This is just one, like, finger. When you say, would you call that a finger of the reservoir? I mean, the Corps of Engineers has North Bend, Rudd's Creek, Occoneechee, Longwood. Yeah, they have a lot. And
That's all on the Virginia side.
yeah, that's the
You
Virginia
got
side.
Palmer's Point,
Yeah.
Satter or something.
Satter's Point? I don't know. We don't you do the Carolina side. But anyway, hopefully we'll convince some of you to come out this way. And we hope to see you at the
And help us plot a trip.
Yeah.
We're coming by you.
Yeah, please.
Let us boondock in your driveway.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stay 1,000 miles. We'll probably stay somewhere 3 nighs.
Yes.
You know, we're not gonna drive.
You see this truck? That's what we'll be in.
If you see this, flag us down. We probably need a place to stay. Well, you all have a good evening, and thank you for watching.